a play fake here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's fine, yeah.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Parker that time. 3rd down here. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
20! 20!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From midfield, here's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays,
touchdown, Packers. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal in the big...
Demaryius Thomas, and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They get it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting up.
And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. Corey Legion in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, big man.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pulling right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run it through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Wait.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Brady now to throw. And caught by Thomas for a New England touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over here. Yeah, Liz. Hurry up.
Rodgers again now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 13 yards that time of the first.
Zoom. 319. Zoom. Here we go.
And again, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable for Dorsett. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brady now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it with Williams. And a 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 65 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. Being chased out left. And, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, check 26. Zone.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is brought in at the 21. So we've reached, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Returnable for Dorsett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Steps away to his left. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And this is going to be Packer. So they elected that. And bring the pack up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Over here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Zoom.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Go 50. Say Alabama, Alabama.
On first down, Brady. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Brady to throw on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319. 319 to Nana. Over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Crowder's got it over the middle. And now running right through it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Back now in Foxborough. On second down, here's Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's going to air, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, check 26.
On play action. Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And left side here, it's Graham.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure right. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Williams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to get it running right, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Rodgers looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.